Hey everybody, thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I am Elizabeth, and today we're going to do something very personal for me. Um, and if you have followed my channel for any length of time, you know that we have a menagerie of animals. We have cats and we have dogs. And at one point we had hamsters or guinea pigs and we had mice. So, mice in a cage, not like running around free. Anyway, so we love animals in our house. And one of our dogs, her name is Noelle, she got hurt about a month ago. She hurt her back. And unfortunately, it just kept getting worse, and she ended up being paralyzed. And we did everything that we possibly could for her, but unfortunately, she didn't make it. And so it's been a really tough time at our house. It's been a very sad time. And honestly, I didn't know if I was going to make this video. And part of me doesn't know if I'm going to post it. So I guess if you're seeing it, I guess I did. But I wanted to make a vessel for her ashes when we get those back. And so I have quite a few jar molds, and I know that you can buy specific urn molds, things like that. But this paw print little jar is one of my favorite jars. And I just thought it would be the perfect thing for her ashes. We're not a very traditional family, so it kind of fits in with us, right? Like it's kind of non-traditional. And so I think because she was white, I'm going to pour the jar in white. I'm going to make it pretty heavily glittered because I don't know, this is going to sound so cheesy, but she brought glitter and sparkle into our lives. And so I feel like her final resting place should bring sparkle into the world. And I couldn't remember how much resin this mold takes, and I did not have it in my handy dandy little Excel spreadsheet, so I guessed, and boy, did I guess wrong. I mixed up 7 ounces of the Timu resin. I don't even know what to call it, honestly. I don't think it has a name on it, or if it does, I'm not sure what it is. But I mixed up 7 ounces, and I added the tiniest amount of white pigment paste. I didn't want to make it too opaque because I really wanted the glitter to be the star of the show. And that sounds so weird to say that, but anyway, I really wanted the glitter to be very prominent. And so I added just the tiniest bit of white pigment paste. I feel like it could have actually used a little bit more of the pigment paste, but I think it'll be fine. It is pretty heavily glittered. I probably should have put a drop of glue in it, but I didn't. So hopefully, I'm okay with the glitter sinking. I put in a ton of glitter, so hopefully it'll kind of be dispersed throughout. And I was originally thinking that I would do the little paw pads in white and then the rest of it in pink. However, given how light the paw pads are, I think I'm probably just going to do the background in a white rather than doing it in pink. And that way you get the white kind of showing through, because I think that the glitter piece is going to be a little bit transparent. So I think I'll just do it in white, and that will make it hopefully look a little bit whiter. I feel like we need a drinking game. Every time I say white, then people should drink. My goodness, I feel like I've said that quite a bit. My original plan too was to only glitter the paw prints or the paw pads and then do everything else in just, you guessed it, white without glitter. But I got glitter happy and completely glittered the entire cup when I was mixing it. So, you know what? That's okay. We'll just, we'll pour it and we'll see. If we don't love it, we'll just re-pour it. That is the best thing about resin, is that if you don't like it, you can just redo it. I think it's kind of, I don't want to say funny, but that's the word that's coming to mind. I took so much care in pouring this. I shoved a stick down there multiple times. I squished it. I ran a stick around the rim at the top, and I sprayed it with alcohol, and I babysat it. I feel like I put so much extra care into this piece. And really, you should put that much care into every piece. But I feel like for this piece in particular, I put in so much extra care because I really, truly want it to be perfect. And I know deep in my heart that if it's not perfect, then I'm going to keep repouring it until I love it. I had about 3.5 ounces left over. So I grabbed, it's like a front door or a window hanging that basically just says, if you knock, my dogs are going to go crazy. And I thought it was very apropos given our entire theme of the day. So I will be back to you in about 12 hours and we'll demold this and we'll see how we feel about it. And if we don't love it, like I said, we'll just repour it. Okay, so it's been a couple of days. I did come back and put the white on the back of the paw. So let's see how that turned out. Hopefully, cross our fingers that there's no bubbles. I did use the Timu resin again. So, oh, and look, there's a big giant, oh, there's bubbles everywhere. Well, that stinks. Okay, well that's not what I had in mind. And those are pretty big bubbles, actually. I'm just gonna snip off. There's a little bit of overpour. Just gonna snip that off. And then I can come back in with a nail file and just file that piece down. If I'm gonna use this, which I'm probably not. Yeah. All right, you know what? That's okay. We'll just repour this because I want this to be right. And I want this to be good. So I really do like the glitter in the little pads. And maybe we could make this pink. I think it would be okay if we did it in pink. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna redo this because it's important. So we'll come back to that. Okay, let's see how the jar looks. Maybe we'll be redoing all of it. Let's see here. I tried so hard with that lid too. I kept coming back and I kept running a stick under it, but it just did not cooperate. So you know what? That's okay. I wanted to do it in pink the first time anyway, so maybe we'll just redo it in pink. Ouch. Okay. Okay, so this actually looks really good. There's a little bit of overpour right here, which we can just peel right off. And I'll just take a nail file and just run that around the edges to make sure it's smooth. There is a bubble in it though. I do see a bubble, but it's pretty small. I think it's something I can easily fix with UV resin. There's so much glitter in here, you really won't be able to tell. It's like right here along the edges. There are two little bubbles right there. And they're sharp. Yeah, I think I will just fill that with some UV resin. But other than that, like, I think this looks pretty good. Yeah, I think this looks really, really good. I think that turned out really pretty. I'm actually glad that I went with the glitter. Actually, I'm surprised. I wasn't sure I was going to love the glitter, but I am glad that I did. So I printed out her name on some holographic vinyl, but I'm not sure how this is going to look on here because this is so super glittery, but we'll see. If we don't like it, we'll just take it off. That is the great thing about that. If you don't like it, you can just take it right off. Okay. So I'm not even sure if we're going to see this. Oh yeah, we will. Okay. Normally, you guys know me. I don't really usually care that much. how, if it's completely straight or not, but on this one I do. This one, it really matters. Okay. Oh, I think that's really pretty. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. So yeah, very simple, very just perfect actually. So I'm gonna fix these little holes here, and I'm going to re-pour this lid. I'm gonna obviously fix this part. We won't have glitter spillage. And then I'm gonna re-pour this, and I think I'm gonna do pink in the background. I just feel like, pink would look better. I mean, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in pink. I'm gonna do it in pink, and we'll do more of this glitter, and I'll come back to you and I'll show you when all is said and done. We're just gonna follow the same process. You know what? What was I thinking? We didn't unmold this. Sorry, I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, we didn't unmold that piece. Oh, shoot, you really can't see that very well. It says, crazy dogs live here. Do not knock. They will bark. I will yell. Chaos will ensue. And this would have been so pretty on a dark background. If this would have had like black or something behind it, you just can't. Like if I move it around, you can see it. But that would have really been pretty on a dark background. But that's good to know. So if you're gonna do like a really light colored glitter like that, just put a dark background. Yeah. But you know what's ironic? There are no bubbles in this. None whatsoever. No bubbles in here, but tons of bubbles in that lid. All right, friends, I'm gonna go mix up, re-pour this, and I'll come back to you when we're all finished. Okay, you guys, so finally this is finished. It's been an adventure. This box came out so great. I love this box. I think it's stunning. The glitter wasn't what I expected when I first did it, but I'm really glad I did. I think it's so pretty and sparkly and it makes me happy to look at it, right? So I struggled with the lid though, I have to be honest. The first lid I made, I think was this one. Big, enormous chunks, just bubbles galore. And I babysat it and I ran a stick underneath the rim over and over and over again. And boy, that meant nothing. Just so many bubbles. So I redid it. And I kind of ended up with the same, you know, like just big chunks missing out of just different areas. So I was like, okay, I am not going to give up because I'm not a quitter. So I did it again. And this time I did it in deep pour. It doesn't need deep pour. It's very shallow, but I wanted something that had a long working time that would release all the bubbles. And it did, you guys, look. There are no bubbles on here. None, not one, zero, nada. And I think it looks so good. And I love it on here. I love it on the top of this jar. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this finally turned out. So these will go in my destroy for putting in a larger project at some point, that pile. And I'm really happy with this. This is going to be a box for Noelle's ashes. We just got those back yesterday, I think. And yeah, so they came in a really nice box, but I really wanted something that I made, something that was special to me. Thank you so much for taking some time to spend with me today. And I appreciate you going on this journey with me. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more content that is fun and lighthearted, maybe a little more so than this, hit the subscribe button. And we'd love to have you be a part of our resin family. And I hope to see you guys next time.